Stanford University has played one of the most crucial roles in the creation and expansion of the modern Internet. The story begins in 1939 when two Stanford engineering students, Bill Hewlett and Dave Packard, founded Hewlett-Packard in a small garage on Addison Avenue in Palo Alto. Guided by their mentor, Professor Frederick Terman, often called the father of Silicon Valley, Hewlett and Packard transformed a audio oscillator project into a business empire. Terman encouraged students to turn research into real-world innovation, laying the foundation for Silicon Valley. Through the 1950s and 1960s, Stanford began leasing campus land to technology companies through the Stanford Industrial Park, attracting pioneers like Lockheed, General Electric, and Varian Associates. This collaboration between academia, industry, and the U.S. defense sector created a thriving ecosystem for research, experimentation, and entrepreneurship. In 1964, at the Stanford Research Institute, SRI, engineer Douglas Engelbart invented the computer mouse, introducing a new way to interact with machines. His 1968 mother of all demos also presented Windows, hyperlinks, and real-time collaboration, laying the groundwork for modern graphical interfaces. Around the same time, Stanford-connected researchers working on ARPANET helped develop email, with Ray Tomlinson sending the first message and introducing the @ sign to separate user names from host computers, a symbol that would define online communication forever. Stanford engineers also contributed to IP networking and the development of TCP/IP, the universal protocol that allowed different networks to communicate. By the early 1980s, Stanford's influence extended into computing hardware. In 1982, graduate Andy Bechtolsheim designed the Sun Workstation, Stanford University Network, founding Sun Microsystems, which pushed the concept that the network is the computer and powered early web servers. By 1983, Stanford was one of the first institutions to fully adopt TCP/IP, effectively becoming an early node of the Internet and a testing ground for networked communication. In 1984, Stanford computer staffers Leonard Bosack and Sandy Lerner created the first multi-protocol router to connect disparate campus networks, founding Cisco Systems. Cisco's routers became the Internet's traffic cops, directing data across expanding networks and enabling global connectivity. By the mid-1980s, Stanford had shaped computing, networking, and the culture of innovation itself. From Hewlett-Packard's hardware to Engelbart's mouse, Tomlinson's email and @ sign, TCP/IP protocols, Sun Microsystems servers, and Cisco routers, Stanford had laid the digital foundation of the Internet. The final step toward a truly global network came in December 1988, when the first transatlantic fiber optic cable, TAT8, was completed and activated. The cable ran from Tuckerton, New Jersey, across the Atlantic to Weymouth Bay, England, and Penmarch, France. Unlike older copper lines, fiber optics carried information as pulses of light, capable of transmitting billions of bits per second. This connected the networks inspired by Stanford's ecosystem directly to Europe, marking the moment the Internet became global. From a garage in Palo Alto to beams of light beneath the Atlantic, Stanford's vision of innovation, connection, and collaboration created the infrastructure for the modern digital world.